Hi, this is Paul at School Bus Talk. On this episode of School Bus Talk, I'm going to react to a news report out of Foster, Rhode Island. This is a story about a veteran school bus driver who was suspended from her school company for trying to enforce discipline on the bus. So let's just get into this news report and then I'll react to it.
Yeah, Patrice Dan, Foster bus driver Sherrie Griffith wasn't here tonight, but her name was at the center of it all. The community frustrated that she was nearly fired after 2 years, 2 decades, I should say, on the job.
You cannot, police, please escort her out.
Rebecca Gervasio escorted out of tonight's school committee meeting in Foster.
If you guys all step outside.
And more than half the room follows to hear this.
She's getting a 10-day suspension and she gets to drive a different run. It was either that or she gets dismissed completely.
That's what Rebecca says her sister Sherrie was offered after she says a parent complained to the district.
There was a mutual agreement that was agreed upon.
Sherrie Griffith is a 20-year veteran driver. There's no information on her previous job performance, but you don't drive a school bus for over 20 years. If you don't know what you're doing, it takes a lot of dedication and self-sacrifice to be a career school bus driver.
By all parties.
The details of that agreement were made behind closed doors, but public comment showed most people in the room were not satisfied.
This is absolutely ridiculous. I'm disgusted. I'm embarrassed.
One family doesn't dictate or rule this whole town.
Wow. I think this woman's comment is right on about one person or family dictating school bus safety for an entire community.
Rebecca says Sherrie was under review after a parent complained she refused to pick up their child. Her sister says the child had behavioral issues and Sherrie was following instructions given to her by the district.
One child acting out on a school bus puts all the children on the bus in danger because it's distracting to the driver.
Parents and grandparents that made phone calls to apparently the school committee, the administration at the school, and it has snowballed.
In 25 years, Rebecca says her sister has never had a complaint.
She's kind of the matriarch in our bus community.
And yet she was nearly fired. Her supporters calling the move political, punishment for speaking up.
The school's attorney, she does not like my sister for the fact that she comes to these meetings and she voices her opinion.
What a shame that a school administrator seems to have an axe to grind by punishing a school bus driver for trying to keep the kids on the bus safe.
Sherrie will continue to drive for Foster on a different route, no less, and with a team of supporters unwilling to accept the outcome.
There is no way we were going to sit by and watch her be railroaded out because of one family's complaint.
Now, we also spoke with the school committee's attorney after the meeting, who explained that their contract with First Student allows them to suspend or fire any bus driver. We reached out to First Student for comment on this, still waiting to hear back.
That's kind of pathetic. A school bus driver working under a contract with First Student for a public school can be terminated and or suspended and lose job rights without any due process or fact finding. I'm happy to say these citizens in Foster, Rhode Island really took action to protect this driver. It doesn't look like the driver was given any due process. And people wonder why there's a school bus driver shortage. Well, in this case, you had a school bus driver who was trying to protect the safety of the children and deal with a discipline safety issue, and this is how she's treated. This story in Foster, Rhode Island is similar to another school bus driver that was fired in Pender County, North Carolina. Now, I covered that story of Coach Melvin London on School Bus Talk in an earlier video, and I'll put a tag in the upper right-hand corner In the case of Coach London, he was an 11-year veteran school bus driver that was fired by the school superintendent because he refused to drive a bus with chronic maintenance problems that wasn't safe for the kids. If you have any comments on this story out of Foster, Rhode Island, please put them below in the comment field. Remember, safety is essential.